Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Anyhow, welcome to What's Going On. I'm Jack Magee, but I'd like to ask you guys a question. Do you know what today is? Today is D-Day. 70 years ago. 70 years ago, thousands and thousands of men and women died for us to be free today. So for Crazy Jack to do the nutty things that he does. But anyhow, how many people out there know what D-Day stands for? If you know, give me a call at home, would you? 295-2057. That's where I live at. You call me if you think you know what D-Day stands for. Today we have Elisa from the, if I can pronounce this right, Stego Storit. You know that that wooden horse's head up there on Highway 88 across from Zippy's? That's the storage place. I was just informed they don't live there. They live in Jackson. But anyhow, we have Elisa here with us, and we're going to talk about the storage business, the Elks Lodge. There's a home and garden style lifestyle thing going on at the fairgrounds, where I'm performing next weekend. Jack Magee will be there next weekend at the garden show. And oh yeah, we have a rummage sale going on at the Lady of the Pines Catholic Church up there on in Pioneer. What is the name of that road? Tiger Creek off of 88, next to the hardware store, the Buckhorn hardware store. Go check out the garbage, listen to me. It is junk, isn't it? But it's a rummage sale, yeah. A lot of neat stuff there, fantastic neat stuff. So come right back and we can find out some more information about Elisa. Okay, so hurry back, don't go away. Get your popcorn, your tuna sandwich, and come back, okay? Bye.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
We're back. Yes, I would like to emphasize the point that the rummage sale up there at the church, I heard a thing the other day. Somebody bought a $300 gold watch at the rummage sale. So it's, you know, one person's junk, it's the other person's fantastic deals. So there's some, I bought some speakers up there. There's some neat stuff. Elisa, how are you?
Good.
Welcome to What's Going On.
Thank you.
So I need to find out what's going on.
What's going on? Where? Which
Well,
one?
well, first of all, I want to thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
I mean, I've been driving past that wooden horse head for 10 years.
It never pulled in.
No, I didn't know what it was.
Ah. Well, we acquired it 2 years ago, and our granddaughter thought it looked like a dinosaur. So I owned a preschool for 20 years and kind of into dinosaurs and whatever. So Stego Storit is the name of our storage. It was formerly Pioneer Storage, Pioneer Public Storage. And we are going to put bony plates out of wood on the back of that wood dinosaur. But our sign is Stego Storit, and it's a Stegosaurus dinosaur.
Stegosaurus. Okay, okay.
Okay, now you got it.
Yeah, your daughter come up with that.
Or my granddaughter.
Granddaughter, yeah.
Yeah, she's 6. And she said, Yaya, it looks like a dinosaur. They call me Yaya. So it became a dinosaur in our heads. And the whole family painted the sign. We had it in our driveway at home for, probably 2 weeks. And my son outlined the dinosaur. They're all artists, so I just fill in the blanks. And then everybody, even the kids, painted some on that sign. So it was a family
beautiful.
project.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And our theme is store your old bones here. We're the oldest storage in Pioneer.
Wow.
That's the dinosaur.
Wow. It's the oldest storage joint in Pioneer. Yeah.
That's what we've been told. Now, I might have to be corrected someday, but that's what we
Now you store boats and trucks and cars and
we have 72 storage units.
Okay.
And they're all different sizes.
Where you can put furniture and stuff.
Yep. And household items and you know, business papers and whatever you want to store. No bodies and no bones, but
Because I thought I could look back in there and I could see there. One time there was a dump truck parked back there.
Right. That was the ex-owner's dump truck.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And
I think a friend of mine worked on that place one time.
Oh.
Just named Dennis. I can't think of Dennis's last name. But he's you know, some kind of a handyman guy.
Oh, okay.
That's the only way I found out about it was through a friend of mine who had worked there.
Oh, funny.
You know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of businesses up and down Highway 88, and I'm kind of making it my my quest to talk to all of them if I can.
Nice.
You know, I'd get Zippy in here if I could.
He'll bring his shears with him.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. He might give you a mohawk.
Well, he takes care of my Elvis hairdo, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good old guy.
This other venture that you're involved in now, I used to be a member of the Elks Lodge.
Oh, the Elks, yeah.
But what is it you do over there?
Well, I spend about 20 hours a week there. I volunteer. All the positions there are volunteer except the secretary, who is Lisa, that works in the office and takes care of all our business stuff. I bartend and cook on Mondays, and my husband Bill also helps on Mondays doing that. And then we do a lot of different events throughout each month.
Yeah.
June, we have all kinds of stuff coming up. We did a spiel this morning. Our next event will be this coming Monday. It's rice and beans. So all you out there in TV land, if you're not doing anything, come on down to the Elks. It's I forget what she's charging, $6 or $6.50, one or the other.
What do you get with the rice and beans?
A big bowl of rice, and then it's beans on top.
Mm-hmm.
And Tricia, who is also one of the bartenders there, is a
Sounds
really
like probably good
cook.
for you.
It's really good for you. So if you don't want good food, we
Well,
can probably hook you up with a hot dog or something.
My wife tells me I eat too many hamburgers, and my doctor says I got to stop doing that.
Yeah. Well, this is good.
Yeah.
Good nutritional food and good victuals.
Well, I've seen signs there over the years. I think one, there's a steak on Friday, burn a steak on Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
You
Not
know?
sure we're going to do that this year.
Yeah.
Trying to make it a little different. So we're trying to do something every other Friday. And in the past, it's been bring your own meat and bring a potluck, and then everybody shares.
Yeah.
But we can't get volunteers to do the meat, you know, barbecue outside all the time. So
You got to get Jack Magee and his guitar over there one of these days.
sounds like
For
a
some
plan.
rice and beans, I'm ready.
Okay. That's on Monday. We have something going almost every day. But
Yeah.
it's a fun place to go, and if you drink, there's a bar, and if you don't drink, there's a main room, and we have cards, and we have dominoes, and trying to make a few changes around there. We have a pancake breakfast either the second or the fourth weekend of the month. We're doing a yard sale there once a month.
You mentioned something a while ago about raising money, fundraisers for veterans and that sort of thing.
Yep.
What's that about?
Well, the Elks Lodge supports many things in our area. One, the food bank. We make monetary donations there.
Yeah.
We do
The food bank, yeah.
scholarships for the kids, high school kids. Different things come up, and they have to, you know, write an essay or do some project, and then we give scholarships for the kids there. We support. There's a handicapped children's program, and we do a party for them at the end of the year.
You still have the purple pig?
We have the purple pig. We have lots of them. They all clip their little hats, and we welcome any loose change you have into the purple pig.
Yeah.
We do several things a year for the local vets, the veterans here in Jackson County, Amador County. And we have a free dinner for them, and we support a lot of things that they do. We do the parade down Main Street every year. And
Well, I think
with the
Jason is in charge of that vets thing next door to you.
Right.
You know, we had our officers sworn in last night at the American Legion,
Oh, nice.
which I'm part of.
Cool.
You know, I'm part of the honor guard there, and we're burying 2 or 3 guys a week, seems like, at the American Legion. Well, don't bury them there, but Sunset View and Daenerys. And so we stay pretty busy with the vets. And it's kind of nice that we talk about that today. I mean, it's
Right.
Normandy 70 years ago. 70 years ago. I was 2. Right? I was 2 years old on that Normandy D-Day invasion.
I wasn't born yet.
Well, I know, but I mean, if you can imagine the freedoms that we have today, we owe to that generation.
That's right.
We really do. And the work that you do, your volunteer work that you do, and of course it's the stuff that I do, we all do what we can do.
Right.
You know?
We have a really good team this year at the Elks, and we have about 12 new people that just came on board. I say on board, new positions and officer positions, and really helping out with the volunteering, because we do events and dinners and funeral receptions and wedding receptions, all kinds of things at the Elks, and it's a good place to join, and everybody's friendly, and Bill and I have made a lot of friends down there, and
next time you do a wedding, call me. I do weddings.
Okay.
I did a wedding in the Plymouth Fairgrounds a year or so ago, and the ring bearer was a dog.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it was cool. You know, that's cool. Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, people say, why would you move to the mountains? There's nothing to do. Oh, yeah?
Right.
There's plenty to do up here. Plenty to do. Oh, my God. Between the Volcano Theater, you know, and the fishing. I belong to SIRS, Upcountry SIRS. I just got a defibrillator for them through Al Lennox at the American Legion. And so we're going for a break now. Come right back, kids, and we'll talk some more with Elisa. Learn some more about what she's doing up here in the mountains.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Welcome back. We're talking about a mutual likeness here of Elvis.
I don't know. I don't look like him.
My first Elvis impersonation was, I think, the 9th grade.
Wow.
At Peter Lassen High School. I caused a riot. The principal had to take me home.
Uh-oh.
And the last time I was singing was at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium for my high school graduation. And here I am. I'm 72 and still singing Elvis music. I'm not an Elvis impersonator. I'm a tribute singer. You know, I'm 72. I ain't going to jump around like a crazy person. You know. But what you said was Elvis died on your anniversary.
Yeah, our 2nd anniversary. Yep.
You know.
And he was always my heartthrob growing up. I don't know why. Just back in those days, you pick somebody, and I liked the Monkees and I liked Elvis. And
well, if you take a song like I will spend my whole life through loving you, I mean, simple.
Right.
But it's one of those songs that everybody was in love with.
Well, he was handsome, and he entertained, and he was in movies, and you know, he was always falling in love with the.
What I liked about him is
he was in the Army. And he was in the service.
Right. I mean, a lot of those big shot, you know, don't have the time.
Right.
Or things are too good for it. But Elvis loved his mother, loved his gospel music, joined the Army, and in my mind, you put your foot on those yellow footprints in boot camp.
Yep.
That's all you got to do, because everything else, from then on, you do what someone tells you to do.
Right.
You know? So you got to respect that sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the number of people that died at Normandy on that first day.
Yeah.
The very first day. Didn't even make it off the beach.
Right.
You know?
That must have been horrible to be there.
Well, and I look around today with all the freedoms that we're watching go away. You know, I have to say to myself, John Wayne's got to be rolling over in his grave. You know? But this is not a political show. This is a What's Going On show. And What's Going On is a rummage sale and an Elks Lodge and
we got one coming up.
Storage lot and you know, the freedoms we enjoy.
Got lots of things going on.
Lots of things going on.
Yep.
And that somebody paid for. Some soldier paid for all of this. in a mud hole someplace on this planet. You know?
So we could be here today.
Exactly.
So
How many grandkids you got?
Well, we have 2.
2 grandkids. They helped me paint that. They helped you paint that sign.
They helped us paint the sign.
What joy.
Our granddaughter's 6, and our grandson Lucas is 3.
Lucas. I have a grandson named Lucas.
Yeah. I bet mine's cuter.
Use the force, Luke. That's what I tell him. Use the force, Luke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, his daddy's all into Star Wars, so somehow that came up.
Well, yeah.
We have several generations of Williams in our family, and my daughter Mary's a William.
You know,
and her dad's a William. His dad's a William.
I have a Darth Vader costume at home.
Ooh.
One of those little guys have a birthday, you call me.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
I'll put it on.
He would love it, let me tell you.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's 3.
He's 3. Well, he'll know who it is.
He just turned 3. 3 in April. Or 4. No, he's 4 now. I'm sorry, he's 4. What am I saying?
I think I got 4.
He's in T-ball.
I think I got 4 or 5. I got 6 kids, and I think 4 grandkids, I think. Maybe 5.
It's hard to keep track of them.
Oh, I can't keep track.
Talk about running and jumping. Oh.
I have enough trouble figuring out what I'm doing. Well, fortunately, I'm married to a redhead that tells me where to go.
Keeps you on track? Well, that's good. Tries to keep you on track.
She's at the rummage sale up there at Lady of the Pines right now. And when I went by this morning, the parking lot was packed.
Yeah.
They got a lot of neat stuff in there.
That's their annual? They do? Yeah,
she tells me to stay out of there because I walk in there and buy things. I went home with a great big giant wooden boat. She says, where are you going with that? I said, look at this boat. It's beautiful.
See, somebody's junk or stuff, you said, is someone else's treasure.
Someone else's treasure. Absolutely.
That's all in the game.
Absolutely.
Yep.
She found 2 American Legion caps there. And I said, wait a minute, we can't sell those. So I took them back to the Legion yesterday and turned them in. I don't know. Somebody passed away and their hats end up in a rummage sale?
Well, people don't know what to do with them.
Well,
they're not from the area or whatever, so that's good.
Yeah.
It'll be in the history room down there. That'll be nice.
Well, there's a lot of history in some of those items.
Yeah.
Whether it's a leather jacket or some fancy furniture or some fancy dishes.
Yeah.
There was some in some little old lady's house that she owned for 100 years. You know?
A lot of history there.
Exactly. Exactly. I like what you guys do at the Elks.
Thank you.
As far as helping people.
Thank you.
You know, you can't, I hate to get back on this again, but you can't count on the government to help you. You have to help you and your friends.
Help yourself. We've had a lot of good people through there, and like you said, this past year we've lost several to old age and, you know, life, things that happen and whatever, but a lot of history there, a lot of true Elks from Jackson Elks that have been there for a long time. I mean, 30, 40-year members.
Do you have any idea how it got started? I mean, who started...
There's I don't know a lot about it.
I heard something about some movie star started it.
I don't know about that, but there's a group of people, I think it was 7 or 10 men that started the initial Elks here in Jackson. Yeah. And they go by number, and there's different numbers, and our number is 2426, so we're down the line.
Yeah.
Started with number 1, you know, back east somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's a United States organization, and Benevolent Protection of Elks is what our letters stand for.
Right.
And the elk is our honor animal. And
so I've asked the Knights of Columbus the same thing that I belong to, and evidently it had to do with back east. There was miners that had no insurance. Mm. And when the miner would get killed in the mines, his family wasn't taken care of. Oh. So they started this thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's amazing to find out how things got started 100 years ago.
Right.
We have since forgotten.
Well, like we were talking earlier, you know, along the lines of age and process, nowadays, a lot of young people have to work, and, you know, young people 55 and under have to work in an outside job and they don't have the time to spend at the Elks or at any organization because they're working and they're commuting and they're taking care of their families, and that's the first priority. So a lot of people don't have that time. And we moved here 7 years ago and bought a house in Jackson, and then since then we were able to purchase the storage, and that's what we do now. We take care of people's needs in storing things, personal items and their boats or their RVs, whatever. But
I think it's great.
A lot of people
It's great.
don't have that extra time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured out what D-Day stands for, in the military, it's the day of what they're going to do. The movement, the attack, the whatever. That's the day. They call it D-Day. So if you didn't find that, if you didn't Google that, I'll slip that to you. Okay, it's the day that you do something. The day, D-Day.
Make the plan.
Okay. Thanks for visiting with me here on What's Going On and visiting with Alicia. If you got to store something, go up and look for the dinosaur on Highway 88. What's the address up there?
25570.
25570.
Highway 88.
Highway 88. Come on up.
Pioneer.
Store your boat.
Yeah.
Right?
Or your boxes.
Or your boxes. Yeah.
Love to have you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.